back in the days we had dead zone bases, leave your town hall in the corner bases, and rather popular southern teaser bases that were impossible to beat despite them being completely open from one side. If someone attacked a southern teaser base, then most of the time their whole army would die even before reaching the town hall. But do they still work 10 years later? We are going to find out now by testing the most popular layouts at different town hall levels, and in the end I will design a brand new southern teaser for town hall 16 that we are gonna test in the hardest league in the game, which is none other than the Legends League. First of all, we are going to test it at town hall 9, which used to be the most popular town hall level where people use southern teasers after town hall 8 and town hall 10. So after digging around, one particular base immediately caught my eye that we used to call the Burtis base. I remember seeing people use it for trophy pushing, farming, and even in clan wars, but now it was time to copy that very nostalgic base to test if it still works in 2024. Since the game has changed quite a bit within the last 10 years, then there were a couple of modifications that had to be done to the original Burtis base. First of all, the original design didn't have the bomb tower, so I placed it right in front of the town hall to hopefully blow up some intruders. Secondly, there were a lot more barracks back in the days, which meant I had to rearrange the bottom side buildings quite a bit, but once that was done, it was time to put this base into test. In order to draw some conclusions, I needed at least 3 people to attack each of the bases, so I waited for 24 hours, and here are the results. First of all, we have Krispy Kreme, who seems to be a very serious pro player with his hybrid attack strategy. To start off, he used 8 short Thor's farts to make my base look less scary for the kill squad, whose mission was to bring the dark oil drill down to 90% HP. Once the highly strategic move was completed, Crispy sent in his second kill squad to destroy the mortar before he is gonna deploy all the balloons, as the mortar possesses an immediate threat to the air units. After the mortar got taken care of, a calculated deployment of the rest of the troops started. Not only that, but he also had calculated out when is the best time to use his hero abilities for maximum gains. Then the Dr. Pimple Popper popped all those big old red pimples down from the sky. Meanwhile, the wizards had some fun in the trampoline park as they were jumping up and down until none of them were to be found. Only one found was the Archer Queen that got caught shooting the wizard, but soon enough she was out of radar as Krispy Kreme walked away with 36%. Next up in the line was Waiting Yandex, also with a hybrid attack that consisted of a mix of ground and air troops. At this point I am not quite sure if it's me who has been living under a rock, but it seems there is a trend in using these types of hybrid attacks, and I really don't mind them. I quite like them as long as they all attack like Krispy Kreme, but this time it didn't seem to be the case. Unlike our previous attacker, Yandex knew exactly how to aim Thor's farts, as he almost killed my queen along with 3 other buildings. That showed me my guy is definitely not a fake pro player, but an actual genius, as he was carefully funneling those troops and heroes straight towards the town hall. But little did he know he was in for some real trouble, as there was an ice cube inside the clan castle to cool everyone down when things were getting heated. Unfortunately, my guy responded with even more heat by bringing over those fire-spitting dragons that were soon all admiring my ice cube while getting electrocuted by the Tesla towers. Even though he managed to get over 50%, it wasn't a loss in my eyes, as he couldn't even touch the town hall. Last attack was rather interesting, as we had a bunch of bazooka shooting red bandana wearing archers to blow up my base while 4 piles of heavy metal were tanking the damage. Not gonna lie, due to the splash damage that these firecrackers make, I thought they are gonna clean up the whole base without a problem, but it turned out that I was wrong. As soon as the ice cube walked out to take control of the riots, everyone calmed down, including that last vandal that tried to kite away from the icy punch she was about to receive. I must say Town Hall 9 Southern Teaser base works really well in Silver League, especially if you can throw a few ice cubes into the clan castle, since the result from Town Hall 9 speaks also for Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 10. Then next up we have Town Hall 12, which happens to be the Town Hall level where I designed my last ever Southern Teaser base design almost 6 years ago. Since then a lot has changed. Building count is different. Some of the buildings have been resized, lots of new troops and siege machines have been released, hero equipment, etc. But does it still work like it used to? Let's find out. Once again we have 3 replays, and first of them being a person who freaked out so bad he had to use both power and hero potion. He started by deploying his royalties with the king straight out of Minecraft being the first, followed by the Winter Queen shooting those frozen arrows, and lastly the old man chilling at the back as always. Not only did he have that frozen arrow epic ability, but also the giant's gauntlet that turned the king into an absolute unit that blocked all the damage until my CC troops went to tell him hello. Both king and queen dead, it was time for the old man to have a duel with the ice cube until he realized he had better things to do as he walked away. Then another hybrid attack started with the good old miner hog combo wombo, followed by some baby dragons. Not gonna lie, things were not looking too good as the troops were quickly destroying all my buildings while getting way too close to the town hall. As soon as the town hall activated its defensive weapon, bunch of bubble blondies were sent in for the backup to keep the old man alive at all cost. Unfortunately things didn't go as well for the Town Hall 12 base, but I must say it is too early to say as things are about to turn around. Next up we have a Greek god himself with a rather simple army composition of giants and archers. Even though his army might seem simple, then his deployment strategy is not, as he is attacking from the opposite side he is supposed to. Despite the artillery shells dropping onto his giants, he knows that double heal spell is basically like eternal tome ability, which makes them invulnerable to damage. Unfortunately though, the Greek god didn't take into consideration the fact that he might need more heal spells than just 2, as the eagle artillery shells kept dropping, and as expected soon enough the green health bar got replaced with the red health bar. In the end he had that old man and soon to be dead queen left to clean up a few more buildings until the old man willingly signed up for the fastest delivery to the hero regeneration office by touching the town hall. Last but not least we have Sick Loves Mad with a full dragon army, and once again the attack is going to be from the top side, which is always a clever decision, especially when both their sweepers are facing towards the top side of the base. And as expected, soon enough his dragons got that cold air blown right to their faces, while air defenses are having the time of their life shooting holes into the wings of those dragons. Despite using haste spells to speed up his troops, they couldn't even come close to the town hall due to the heavy wind. Even the catapult has his days numbered as the artillery shells are flying towards him, but surprise surprise, the attack is not over yet as my guy has a plan B with his balloons that took down a massive amount of buildings. Anyway, 1 loss and 2 victories is not a bad result considering I was using a 6 years old internet based design. Since there is literally not a single Town Hall 16 Southern teaser base to be found in YouTube, then I had to design one myself. After a couple of hours locked up in my room, the base was ready. I was somewhat satisfied with the result, but at the same time slightly hesitant because the last base I designed was over 2 years ago in Minecraft. And the worst of it all is that I agreed to test this base in the Legends League, which is not what you wanna do with a brand new base design. Anyway, here are the results. If you have ever watched any of my troll base videos, then it's a common tradition to have at least one electro dragon spammer in the mix, so here we have another one of those low IQ species. Don't get me wrong guys, I don't have anything against ED spammers. I really love them actually. I love it when they attack my bases the way my guy right here is attacking. You can immediately tell that his knowledge is really out of this world, as he was trying to clone my defending super minion in hope of them starting to work against me, but little did he know this little dude is a loyal servant of mine who just single-handedly 1v1'd his old man. As a response he immediately sent in the bluebirds, who got shot down from the sky in a matter of seconds, while the royalties were given a royally not so warm welcome by the ice cubes. After my CC troops had greeted the queen, she was so stunned by the warm welcome that she had to sit down. Now 2 more bluebirds got sacrificed for no cause whatsoever. While we are watching the second attacker, I have an invitation to all the non-electro dragon spammers. If you have at least a Town Hall 15 account and can answer yes to all of these questions, then feel free to join my clan BK Blinders. It's about 1 month old clan where we are trying to kick some ass in clan wars, and if you have what it takes to become a BK Blinder, then send us a joining request, but make sure you meet all the requirements. Anyway, as you can see, once again we are facing an army of dragons, but this time the usual ones. Not gonna lie, he stole a painfully hefty amount of gold from me, but still he didn't come close to touching my town hall as the wind killed his old man. So far I must say I am positively surprised how well this base has defended up in Legends League, but we still have one last attack to watch. For some reason every single attack I have received has been by using dragons, and this time we have those mole rat looking dragons along with entirely maxed out heroes. I must say this definitely smells of trouble, as Mike is sending that blimp towards my town hall, which of course blow up the core of the base, which brings me to the conclusion. For lower town hall levels, Southern Teaser can be a very viable option, but due to the blimps and other advanced troops like Root Riders, I wouldn't use it at higher town halls. I have no clue what could have happened if someone used the infamous Korean attack strategy against this base, but I bet it would tear this base in 2 pieces. If you are interested in destroying bases using the most overpowered Korean attack strategy, then make sure to watch this video next, as I explain every detail how to execute a perfect 3-star against any base.